Hey everybody, Livingston here. Today we're going to be diving into the 1956 classic Forbidden Planet starring Leslie Nielson. It's a movie I haven't sat down and watched before, but I've heard a lot about this particular movie due to the fact that it is used a lot. When I say used a lot, the sets, the decor, the costumes, as well as the spaceships are used in the Twilight Zone television show in multiple episodes. So be sure to sit down and check that out, as well as the commentary that I have for the Twilight Zone on this channel. And I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching Leslie Nielson in a serious role for a change. I usually see him in something comedic like the Naked Gun series, as well as Scary Movies 3, 4, and 5, Airplane, superhero movie. I mean, he pops up a lot in a lot of different films in the 80s, 90s, and today. When I say today, I mean 15 years ago, since he passed away in 2010, sad to say. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and to also comment down below, because I like to go through your comments if you have enough comments and have a little bit of a discussion video talking about Forbidden Planet, which I've also done for the movie that I watched not too long ago called Duels, directed by Steven Spielberg. Everybody commented quite a bit on that particular movie, and I went on and I did a companion video for that film. So don't forget to comment down below. I'd really appreciate it, that we can continue on doing a conversation about Forbidden Planet. And I will be doing some trivia through the movie, so don't forget to look out for these bubbles through the actual film. It'll tell you a little bit about how they made it and what everyone went through to actually create the movie we're about to watch. So let's jump into it and see what we're getting into. Forbidden Planet. Oh, and Robbie the robot's in this.
And so at last, mankind began the conquest and colonization of deep space on a special mission to the planetary system of the great main sequence star, Altair.
We're not even close to going at the light speed today.
When do we get a DC fix, Jerry?
Half a minute, Skipper.
Aye, aye.
We'll reach DC point at 1701.
All hands square away to decelerate. Ship's beeper will, as usual, sound 10 times after lights dim.
Is that his voice? Interesting. It's like a teleporter. This is like 10 years before Star Trek. Okay, what happened? Nothing happened?
We're down to point 3896 of light speed.
Warm in here, Skipper.
Oh, we're by the sun.
There's Altair right on the nose, Skipper. Meanwhile, this ship arranges its own eclipses. Ship in approach, Skipper. Helical vector oriented.
Our destination, Altair 4, is now visible on the main view plate. As you'll recollect from your briefing lectures, this is an Earth-type planet. 20 years ago, the spacecraft Bellerophon landed here. Our mission is to search for survivors.
Did they redo the effects for this? I mean, it seems like this is like redone.
How do these continents check with the old charts?
It'll tell you better in a little while, Skipper. It's time for breaks.
This movie likes to take its time. A lot of old movies do take their time in showing off some of the effects.
Nothing to do but throw rocks at tin cans, and we gotta bring our own tin cans.
Was he the cook?
Gravity only 0.897. Adjust your equipment accordingly, that is all.
So you're going to be lighter and you should be able to breathe real well.
Not even any short-range radio signals yet?
Not so far, sir. Jerry, can you make out anything down there?
But there are no cities, ports, roads, bridges, dams. There's just no sign of civilization at all.
Combat stations, blast them in. Activate your scopes.
Radio contact, sir. There's a voice here.
Who's out there?
Spaceship, identify yourself. You're being tracked.
United Planets cruiser C-57D, J.J. Adams commanding.
Edward Morbius.
Like the vampire villain from Spider-Man and the horrible movie that they made of him?
I understand, sir. We're your relief. We're very glad to find you alive.
I, of course, appreciate your concern.
Dr. Morbius, my orders are to survey the situation on Altair 4.
I'm in no sort of difficulty here.
All right, what's the deal?
Sorry, sir.
Commander, if you set down on this planet, I warn you that I cannot be answerable for the safety of your ship or your crew. But I wash my hands of all responsibility.
Well, this doesn't sound good.
To recommend,
Turned him off. I'd ask the guy, like, hey, what's going on down there? Be open or we're going to come down. You know, maybe push a little bit.
Standard Class A security will be maintained upon landing. Artificial gravity off.
Grab off.
Half flux.
Half flux.
Cut primary coils.
Primary's cut, sir.
Yeah, this looks too good for 1956. Maybe they had a real redo of the ship, maybe. I'm not sure. They didn't have the capability of taking wires out back then.
clear, sir.
Maybe it is the original. I just looked it up and it said they have not redone anything in Forbidden Planet. They had to have remastered it though. Pretty well done for back then.
Bosun,
Aye, sir.
you can assemble a tractor.
Aye, aye, sir.
Chief,
Sir?
you're in command now, Quinn. You keep right at those instruments. Hey, what's this dust coming?
Uh-oh. That's interesting.
Looks like we're being met. That driver must be a madman.
What driver?
It's a robot. It's Robbie the robot. Didn't they use the same design in Lost in Space?
Welcome to Altair 4, gentlemen. If you do not speak English, I am at your disposal with 187 other languages along with their various dialects and subtongues.
Interesting.
You are a robot, aren't you?
For your convenience, I am monitored to respond to the name Robbie.
Doc, is it a male or female?
The question is totally without meaning. Will you get in, gentlemen?
All right. What the hell? And it's funny. Robbie the robot, this is his first appearance, but he's been on a lot of things. And the last thing he appeared in was in 2014's episode of The Big Bang Theory, season 8, episode 7, with other movie props. Robbie the robot was also in Invisible Boy, The Thin Man, Gale Storm Show, Addams Family, Lost in Space, 2 different episodes, Wonder Woman, Mork and Mindy, Heavy Metal.
Looks after us like a mother.
Also in Cherry 2000, Gremlins, Duck Dodger, Looney Tunes Back in Action, and Star Kid. So the guy had a hell of a career, even though he's not a guy.
If you gentlemen will go in, you're expected.
Who's expecting?
I am Morbius.
I'm Commander Adam. I'm sorry, sir, if we're not welcome, but we do have our orders.
Do forgive the ill manners of an old recluse.
We still haven't seen any women.
Whatever that lunch was, it was certainly delicious.
Simply some of Robbie's synthetic. One introduces a sample of human food through this aperture. Produce identical molecules in any shape or quantity. Plus absolute selfless obedience.
It's my dream. I'm not a housewife. I'll take it. But does it create the texture as well, or is it just the taste? Whoa.
A household disintegrator beam.
Put your arm in there. Order canceled. Tremendously strong, of course. He could quite easily topple his house off its foundation.
Wrong hands. Mightn't such a tool become a deadly weapon?
Not even though I were the mad scientist of the tape thriller. There happens to be a built-in safety factor.
What's that?
Point this thing at that Althea Frutex out there on the terrace. Fire.
Whoa. Effects.
You understand the mechanism?
Yes, Morbius. A simple blaster.
All right. Now turn around here. Point it at the commander.
What the heck are you doing?
Aim right between the eyes. Fire.
Not permitted to kill human beings.
You see, if I were to allow that to continue, he would blow every circuit in his body.
How did you come by such a mechanism?
I didn't come by him.
You made him.
Tinkered him together during my first months up here.
Coffee is ready, sir.
Doctor, do you mean that...
Nowadays, I have no time for such things.
You're a philologist, an expert in words and languages, their origins and meanings.
Gentlemen, let me show you another bit of parlor magic.
Whoa. That's cool.
I had Robbie install the steel shutters before I realized how altogether safe I am here.
Pretty innovative movie. The effects, I think, are ahead of its time.
The moment we've interviewed the other members of the Bellerophon Fight.
Before the first year was out, they had every man and woman of them, succumbed to a sort of a planetary force here. Some dark, terrible, incomprehensible force. Only my wife and I were immune.
Where's your wife?
Julia Marston. She and I were married by the skipper on the voyage here. My dear wife died a few months after the others. One by one, in spite of every safeguard, my co-workers were torn literally limb from limb. The 3 remaining survivors tried to take her off. Always in my mind, I seem to feel the creature is lurking somewhere close at hand, only waiting to be re-invoked for murder.
Huh.
Father.
Oh, you have a daughter.
Alta, I specifically asked you not to join us for lunch. This is Commander Adams, Lieutenant Farman, my daughter.
But he wanted to meet a young man, and now 3 of them at once.
Oh, hooray. She's a virgin.
The 2 end ones are unbelievable.
Of course, you must make allowances for my daughter, gentlemen. She's never known any human being except her father.
I hope you'll make allowances. We young men have been shut up in hyperspace for well over a year now.
What does that mean? This is kind of rude to say that with the father right there. It's like, we're a bunch of men inside of a can that we've been floating around in space for a long time, and we haven't seen women in a long time. So that means, can we play with the only one here?
Suppose one day I shall be obliged to make the trip to Earth with her for the sake of her natural development.
Of course.
Fairly soon, too. Of course, the doc can be trusted, too. In the daytime.
But at night,
That man is notorious throughout 7 planetary systems.
well, she's gonna like that.
Any girl or woman who lets him get her alone.
Yep, she's gone for him.
Just then when he looked at me, why his eyes always had fire.
I've explained to them that you have my permission to visit Earth whenever you choose. Then my little girl never feels lonely or confined.
You and Robbie and all my friends.
Friends.
What friends?
Perhaps you better call them, my dear.
All right.
Who are these people, if they are people?
Right through my head.
Alta's whistle is above the pitch of human hearing. I often feel it myself.
Deer?
What's up?
Look,
Oh, lion. Oh, it's a tiger.
outside of the range of my daughter's influence, it's still a deadly wild beast.
What the hell does she have that makes her so susceptible to all these creatures?
What, Chief?
Everything okay, Commander?
No problem.
Would you mind activating the viewers?
As you can see, we're under no restraint whatsoever.
Well, gentlemen, if I can be of any help to you in your preparations for the homeward voyage.
Circumstances may keep us here for a while. My orders don't quite seem to cover the Bellerophon fatality. But circuit the continuum on a 5 or 6 parsec level.
Parsec level. I've heard of parsec in Star Wars.
Disabled here for 10 days and nights. Tell me, would 2-inch lead shielding do as well?
Obliging of you, sir?
Obliging. Look out there, Commander. 19 years ago, I dug those graves with my own hand. No wish to repeat that experience.
Well, thank you for your courtesy and concern, sir.
Thanks. See ya. Bye.
Fasten your seat belts, gentlemen.
I like him, Daddy. Still waiting on what the dilemma is. What's the monster? It'll show its head before the end of this, I'm sure. If it exists.
Just drop the thing down right over there.
Aye, aye, sir.
Common lead would have crushed the vehicle, sir.
Does your father know you're out here?
All right, Cookie, out of here.
Oh, he is the cook.
What is it, Chief?
You'd like to check my final assembly for the monitor unit of the Klystron transmitter?
Aren't these condensers out of my accelerator circuits?
Yes, sir. I borrowed some solenoids from your gyro stabilizers, too.
You better get this in a ship by dock. Won't do any good to have some fool fall over before we transmit tomorrow.
This way.
Over here.
What's the cook up to?
Can I be of service, sir?
Look, never mind the sir, mister, but, well, if you could tell me where I could get a hold of some of the real stuff.
Real stuff?
Just for cooking purposes, you understand. Just about 1 jolt left. Oh, genuine ancient rocket bourbon.
He's gonna make you more.
Quiet, please. I am analyzing.
It burped.
relatively simple.
You're the most understanding soul I ever met up with.
60 gallons.
But why should people want to kiss each other?
All of the really high civilizations go in for it. Tip-top health without it.
Really? I didn't know that.
I'd be only too happy to show you.
Well, thank you very much, Lieutenant.
Do you like it?
Just once more, do you mind?
Just want some more. Well,
Because honestly, I haven't noticed the least bit of stimulation.
it's probably the guy you're kissing. Anything? She doesn't feel a thing.
Lieutenant Farman.
Don't say a word, sir. And rank doth have its little privileges. Sir?
Bye.
What's the matter with him? Why did he leave? Why did you both act so funny?
Well, what'd you expect? Well, don't you understand, Alta? You see, you can't run around like that in front of men, particularly not a space wolf like Farman.
She's gonna go for him eventually.
Myself. Commander, the lieutenant and I were just trying to get a little healthy stimulation from hugging and kissing, that's all.
Oh, that's all. It's so easy for you, isn't it? There's no feelings, no emotions. Oh, go on. Get out of here before I have to run out of the area under guard. And then I'll put more guards on the guards.
He'll apologize for being a little angry, and then they'll probably fall in love with each other.
More guards. I don't like him. I just don't like him.
Oh, yes you do.
He kept looking at me. Then he shouted. I was only trying to be nice about kissing the lieutenant.
You kissed the lieutenant?
I've been so nervous in all my life, and I hope I don't see him again if I live to be 400 million.
I think the best thing you can do is to go to bed. I still have some work to do in my study. Good night, my dear.
Night, Dad.
Sorry, miss. I was giving myself an oil job.
I must have a new dress right away.
She wants to show it off to the commander. Ooh.
5, 10, and 15 carats, and on hand. I will run the dress up for you in... Sleep well, miss.
Funny to see 2 moons in the sky, isn't it?
It's a riot.
You hear something?
Is it a big bad monster? It's this invisible thing that killed whatever crew was on this planet before. No bueno.
Strong and gray, last night during your watch, this ship was entered, and valuable government property was sabotaged. And neither of you saw or heard anything. Except you, Gray, you heard breathing. And Youngerford, let me see, you were asleep in your bunk. Pending further evidence, you're deprived of space pay and all privileges.
Well, me too, sir?
No, me too, sir, will stand 20 extra watches. I'll have less dreaming aboard this ship.
About half of this gear we can replace out of stores, and the rest we can patch up one way or another. Came packed and liquid-borne in a suspended gravity.
All right, so it's impossible. How long will it take?
Well, if I don't stop for breakfast.
Still didn't get an answer. If I don't stop for breakfast, what?
Establish a standard perimeter, set up a Class A alert. I want them enforced by sundown.
Aye, aye, sir.
You don't seem thrilled. Scared the monkey off.
Morbius is in his study, sir. Never to be disturbed while that door is closed.
Well, we're going to disturb him. Oh, well, they'll be nice about it.
Is there any other way out of there?
This is the only door.
Where's the girl? There's the girl. She's swimming.
Doc, you stay right there where you are and keep your eye on that dog. Okay, Skipper, and if Morbius comes out, we'll call you from right here.
Morning.
Morning.
Come on in.
Didn't bring my bathing suit.
You don't need one.
Coming out.
Is she naked?
Now, Alta, listen. I'll just turn my back here.
Well, that's the way you feel about it. Well, don't worry. You're not going to have to look at me anymore from now on.
Now, wait a minute, Alta. Now, if you're planning on,
No, I sure didn't expect to see you today after the way you spoke to me yesterday.
I'm very sorry about the way I spoke to you yesterday, Alta.
All right. You can look now.
Well, that's nicer. Covers the legs.
Thought you weren't expecting me today.
Wasn't. I don't know. I guess just something about me personally you don't like.
You always look just beautiful.
Then why don't you kiss me like everybody else does?
Hasn't your father taught you anything at all?
She hasn't had the rules of courtship, I guess. You're gonna kiss her? Is she gonna feel something? Oh, yeah, she likes that. Tiger.
That's all right. He's my friend.
Is he? What?
I'm sorry, Alta. I had to do that.
But he didn't recognize me. He would have killed me. Why?
Let's kiss and figure it out.
Is he still in there? Hasn't come out. Oh, wait a minute, Skipper. After all, it is his house. What's the matter? Doc, something new has been added. That's going to complicate things a bit.
Okay. Is he not in there?
Not even a window. Morbius hasn't been in here. Doc, he's up to something. Hieroglyphics? Maybe.
You'll find the household silver in the dining room and my daughter's jewelry on her dressing table.
Last night, our Klystron monitor was sabotaged.
Then the time has come for clarification. Sit down. In times long past, this planet was the home of a mighty and noble race of beings, which called themselves the Krell.
Krell.
They were 1,000,000 years ahead of humankind. And when in the course of eons they had abolished sickness and insanity and crime, long before the dawn of man's history, they had walked our Earth and brought back many biological specimens.
That explains the tiger and the deer.
Since that unexplained catastrophe, even their cloud-piercing towers of glass and porcelain and adamantine steel have crumbled back into the soil of Altair 4.
Adamantine? It's very close to adamantium, what Wolverine has on the skeleton.
Krell metal. Try your blaster there, Commander.
Nothing happens.
This spot should be molten.
It's not even warm. The molecules are many times more densely interlocked than in earthly steel.
They must have had a heck of a budget for the sets and everything. It's probably why they kept it, because they put so much money into it and used it for the Twilight Zone.
What's this? You're able to read this?
A little, it's my profession. The first practical result was that robot of mine, which you gentlemen appear to find so remarkable. I've come here every day now for 2 decades, painfully picking up a few of the least difficult fragments of their knowledge.
It's too big to evaluate. Think what a discovery of this
Dr.
kind will...
Morbius,
What is this device over here?
As far as I can make out, they used it to condition and test their young. Although working here, I sometimes wish I'd been blessed with multiple arms and legs. Now, you can see that this headset was designed for something much bulkier than my human cranium. Now, one of their own young, comparable to a 7-year-old child, was normally expected to send that all the way to the top.
That's Altera.
Simply a 3-dimensional image, Commander.
But it's alive.
While I manipulate. There.
It's funny, at the beginning of it, he said, I do it to basically relax. And then he goes, it's a bit of a strain. It's like, that's not much of a relaxation thing.
Move a little forward. That's it. There now. Now, Doctor, you can read it here.
I have an IQ of 161, yet I don't register a third what you did.
Now the commander.
It's not even going to go up for the commander. Or maybe he'll shoot off the charts.
All right, sir. A commanding officer doesn't need brains. Just a good loud voice, huh?
How do I make an image? I just pull the switch
Don't
here.
stop. You'd never survive. Our Bellerophon skipper tried it, and it was instantly fatal to him. My brain pattern there was scarcely any larger than yours. Afterwards, I lay unconscious for a day and a night. It was a question of science, Doctor. Recently, I have turned up some rather puzzling indications that in those final days before their annihilation, the Krell had been applying their entire racial energies to a new project, raised almost literally to the power of infinity. Gentlemen, would you care to see some more of the Krell wonders?
Indeed, yes.
You betcha.
Step in this shuttle car. How often the Krell technicians have ridden in this little vehicle?
Oh, that's huge. I didn't realize how big it was until I saw the 3 people walking on the bridge there. Those railings are not the code.
20 miles.
Circuits opening and closing.
And they never rest. You can feel the warm air rising. Look down here. Look down, gentlemen. Are you afraid? 7,800 levels.
That's crazy.
And 400 other shafts, like this one.
That's a big matte painting. I still think the effects hold up really well, other than the fact that the men walking towards us have no shadow. That's the only flaw I'm seeing right now.
For 2,000 centuries, it has waited patiently here.
You can see the line where the colors are different. It's like they're walking outside somewhere.
Be sure and look only in the mirror. Man does not behold the face of the Gorgon and live.
Huh. It was like looking at Medusa.
9,200 thermonuclear reactors in tandem.
All hands, staying clear of fence area. All right, Quinn, turn it on.
Have you tested it yet, Bosun?
Right away, sir.
Get the cook, have him walk into it. That'll work.
There you are, sir.
Very good.
Having completed my washing up duties after chow, I request the lieutenant's permission to take a little walk outside the perimeters.
Look, Cookie, I don't know what you're lying about, but you better get back here before the skipper checks in.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Quinn, this is Fireman. Kill the power on the fence.
How are you going to sneak in 60 gallons of booze by yourself? That's a lot of booze.
480 pints.
You're smooth, too. Robbie, I ain't never gonna forget this. Anytime you're hard up for a couple of gallons of lube, you just let me know.
Sounds good.
Nothing coming this way.
The heck was that about?
We'll check over the whole system first thing in the morning.
Aye, sir.
Uh-oh. It made it in. That sucks. It's interesting how they're doing the footsteps. Was it like one toe? It's very heavy if it's bending the stairs. Someone died.
Scientific find of this magnitude has got to be taken under United Planet supervision.
For the past 2 hours, I've been expecting you to make exactly that asinine statement. For close on 20 years now, I've been constantly, and I hope dispassionately, considering this very problem. And in this, I shall be answerable exclusively to my own conscience and judgment.
Leave me in a very awkward position.
Commander.
Sir, someone's dead.
Skipper, the chief's been murdered.
What?
The rest of us were all outside on guard duty. Skipper, his body is plastered all over the communications room.
All right, leave everything as it is. We're on our way.
So what happened? The doc knows. What's this big-ass creature?
It started again.
Is that it? Tried to make this plastic model from the footprints we found.
Oh, That's a heck of a foot.
It's fantastic. Characteristic of a 4-footed animal. Yet our visitor last night left the tracks of a biped. You're like some impossible tree sloth. Just doesn't fit in the norm.
Mind you, sir, that I gave him permission to go out last night.
Did you give him permission to get falling down drunk?
4 pints of 120 proof bourbon without a trace of hangover in it. Now, that ain't natural, sir. Besides, why did that Robert argue me into drinking all that whiskey in the first place?
You were with the robot last night?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Just for cordial interplanetary relations, you understand? I hope you don't think I could have got that stiff in 5 minutes.
All right, dismissed.
Thanks, sir.
Well, I guess that kind of washes the robot up. Maybe you and I ought to drop over to that Krell laboratory and get our IQs boosted a couple of 100%. Fine technician. Good shipmate.
That's a good epitaph for any man.
I warned you while your ship was still in space. The Bellerophon pattern is being woven again. The next attack on your party will be more deadly and...
How do you know that?
I seem to visualize. If you wish, call it a premonition.
Is he the one causing it?
What do you make of that, Skipper?
I'd say it sounded like an ultimatum. How soon will radar be operational?
Operating right now, sir.
Then A alert is completed?
Aye, aye, sir.
Fine. Activate main batteries.
What do those do?
Alarm for test. Fire!
I'm not seeing much damage.
Well, Lieutenant, you got your trouble squad in hand?
Yes, sir, they're in hand, but they're a little trigger happy. They're sort of edgy to see whatever's out there.
Look, this may be a big deal coming up. I'm sorry if I've leaned on you at all. You've got to understand that...
Stop knocking yourself out, Skipper. She picked the right man.
What is it, Randall?
Sir, radar just picked up something. This way, sir, slowly.
Fire!
What are you firing at?
Randall, give me audio comm.
Aye, aye, sir.
This may have been a rooster diverted from some other part of the perimeter. Are you sure you've got a real blip there?
Big as a house, sir, and we were dead on target with both bursts. It's still coming!
Great. Strong, set up a crossfire on those rocks.
Uh-oh. Here it be.
Give me the blasted thing's invisible!
Oh, shoot. That's a pretty good effect. It's animated. Almost kind of favors a bull or something. What are you getting so close for? Uh-oh. That's 3 guys. And it disappeared when he woke up.
Altura!
Pretty sure he's trading it.
What's the matter?
I just had a terrible dream.
Huh?
Oh, crap. Maybe it's her.
The thing I saw was trying to break into camp. It was gonna kill. Take care of him for me, won't you, Father? You'll protect him.
Get those graves dug. Keep the men busy.
Right. The busier, the better.
Randall, give me audio comm. Whatever it was, our main battery stopped it.
You believe that? That is a scientific impossibility.
Hypnotic illusions don't tear people apart.
But any organism dense enough to survive 3 billion electron volts would have to be made of solid nuclear material. It must have been renewing its molecular structure from 1 microsecond to the next. So now we just pick up the girl and her father whether they like it or not, huh?
Section 86A. Evacuate all civilians from disaster area.
I'm leaving you in command.
Get the ship operational. Do your best to wait it out for me and the doctor. But the second that fence starts to short again, you lift off.
Get everything aboard ship. We're pulling out.
No lights showing.
In case we make it into that lab, I'll take the first go at the IQ booster.
I am monitored to admit no one at this hour.
That sounded final.
Try to pass him.
My beams are focused on your blasters, gentlemen.
What'd you do? Deactivate him?
Hasn't he got a built-in rule against wringing our little necks for us?
Yet I am monitored to admit no one.
Let them in.
Alta, this is your father's order. Now, get out of the way.
Quiet. Emergency cancellation, Archimedes.
We were attacked. 3 more men dead, including Jerry Farman. And you can't explain it. Well, anyway, we fought it. And we lost. I figure it'll be back. You don't realize what's loose on this planet.
But I'm immune, like both my parents.
Well, she likes kissing him.
Alta.
Love me?
Will you talk some sense to this girl? I'm in over my head.
I've only been on this planet for a couple days.
Doc?
Where did Doc go?
So you took the brain boost, huh? You ought to see my new mind. Up there in lights, bigger than his now. I was too close to the problem. The Krell had completed their project. True creation. But the Krell forgot one thing.
What?
Monsters from the id.
What's that? The id?
Doc.
No! You dead?
Doc.
You made it.
How romantic. The fool, the meddling idiot, as though his ape's brain could contain the secrets of the Krell.
Ape's brain.
He was warned, and now he's paid. Let him be buried with the other victims of human greed and folly.
What a mean man.
Morbius, you wanted me to make a choice.
Oh, I'm making it.
I'm ready to go with you, darling.
I will place him in the tractor, sir.
Thank you.
She mustn't do this. She must be prevented.
Morbius, what is the id? What is the id?
Id. It's an obsolete term.
Monsters from the id.
Huh?
Monsters from the subconscious. Of course, that's what Doc meant.
The big machine, 8,000 cubic miles of Klystron relays, enough power for a whole population of creative geniuses. In return, that ultimate machine would instantaneously project solid matter to any point on the planet. Creation by mere thought.
Why haven't I seen this all along?
Like you, the Krell forgot one deadly danger. Their own subconscious hate and lust for destruction.
Even the Krell must have evolved from that beginning.
The secret devil of every soul on the planet, all set free at once to loot and maim. And take revenge, Morbius, and kill.
My poor Krell. They could hardly have understood what power was destroying them. Yes, young man, all very convincing. The last Krell died 2,000 centuries ago. But today, as we all know, there is still at large on this planet a living monster.
Your mind refuses to face a conclusion.
What do you mean?
You create the monster.
Something is approaching from the southwest. It is now quite close.
The creature?
There it comes.
Uh-oh.
I feel sorry for you, young man.
You still refuse to face the truth.
What truth? It's you. You're insane. How else would you have landed here where Alta must see you torn to pieces? Say it's a lie. Shout, let it hear you out there. Tell it you don't love this man. Kill it, Robbie.
Won't do that.
He knows it's your other self.
Uh-oh. Gotta go. It's pretty cool how they're doing it. Door is indestructible. Nothing can go through that.
We're safe.
Whatever you know and hear, your twin self out in the tunnel knows, too.
I'm not a monster, you.
We're all part monsters in our subconscious. You've got to listen. Here's where your mind was artificially enlarged. But your subconscious had been made strong enough.
I won't hear you.
20 years ago, when your comrades voted to return to Earth, you sent your secret id out to murder them.
Quite realizing it, of course. Except maybe in your dreams.
What man can remember his own dream?
At least when our ship was approaching from space, you remembered enough to warn us off. But then, when you thought we were threatening your little egomaniac empire, your subconscious sent its id monster out again. More deaths, Morbius. More murder. And if you don't do something about it soon, Morbius, it's going to be coming right through that door.
Impossible. It's coming.
That machine is going to supply your monster with whatever amount of power it requires to reach us. Red hot. Soon it'll be white hot.
Pretty sure she does.
Stop! No further! I deny you! I give you up!
Father.
Turn that disc. The switch. Throw it. In 24 hours, you must be 100 million miles out in space. Chain reaction. They cannot be reversed.
That's it. Daddy's dead. And he just set off a chain reaction to blow up the planet, it seems.
98.6. We're clear now. Order an astrogator.
A genuine privilege, Commander.
That's Altair 4, the bright speck below the star.
15 seconds.
Yes, Altair.
Here we go.
3, 2,
2,
1.
Kaboom.
Altair. About 1 million years from now, the human race will have crawled up to where the Krell stood in their great moment of triumph. Your father's name will shine again, like a beacon in the galaxy. It will remind us that we are, after all, not God.
Thanks. I needed that pep talk. The end. Well, that was Forbidden Planet. Gotta say, ahead of its time. I thought a lot of the effects were redone. Turns out they weren't. That's exactly how they were when they were first done back in 1956. And, looking back at it now, I was just kind of perplexed out how they kind of pulled off some of those things. Of course, when they created the creature, it was very much done in an animation sort of way. The same effect they've done over the years, and going all the way back to the 1920s and 30s, they were doing the effects with the animation. And I think they were doing that all the way up until like the 90s. And then we got into VFX, and the rest is history. But now we kind of do it with After Effects on the computer and other programs. We don't do the old-fashioned way like animation. I think it was really at its peak in the 80s when we were animating lightning and any other kind of creatures. Of course, we were doing stop animation too. Didn't have too much of that in this, but we had a lot of models going on. We had matte paintings that were, of course, utilized as well. I just think everything was done very well for 1956. Leslie Nielson really didn't sound like him at first, but then as I kept going, I can hear that he had the same sort of way of delivering words and phrases, but he had a much younger sounding voice, of course. I mean, when I hear him in the movies in the 80s and 90s and 2000s, he has a very lower register when it comes to the way he speaks in comparison to how he spoke in the 50s. But very well done movie. Kind of reminds me of a Star Trek episode in a lot of ways. One particular episode was in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Can't remember what season, but I do remember that the Enterprise arrives at a planet much like they do at most episodes, and there's only two people in their instruments that show up on the planet. It looks like the planet has been devastated at some point, and a ship keeps coming out of deep space to chase them out of the solar system. What it turns out to be is a being, the husband of the wife that was on the planet. It's the only couple left surviving. Well, the husband turns out to be somebody who can just come up with anything he wants with his mind, and he just wanted to be left alone, and basically is a prisoner on that planet because he made himself a prisoner on that planet. They're just kind of, I think they got a lot from Forbidden Planet to create that episode and make their own different flavor of it. But really good. Other than that, it was a little on the slow side of things. I did get a little bored here and there when it came to the actual story. But I thought overall, pretty decent movie for 1956. Really decent effects. They've definitely remastered it. Of course, it looks like it's in a 4K restoration or some sort of HD. But it's very well done in the way they remastered it. Anyways, let me know, comment below what you thought of this movie, and I'd like to know your thoughts on it, and maybe we can go over and discuss things further when it comes to Forbidden Planet. Till next time, see you later.